All right, I'm here with Scott Huckaby. I can't really say new professor of business sport management at Cornerstone, but you're still relatively new. You've been here for what, about a year, a little over a
Yeah,
year now?
yeah, 1 year. I mean, basically, I got hired late last spring, and my contract started in August. So we are just around the corner from the full year. Hard to believe.
What's been the best thing about the last year for you?
Oh man, there's been a lot. This has been a really awesome change. I've told people if I could have done this 15 years ago, I'd have been all in. It's just been. I love being in the classroom, and it's kind of unique because I never was a full-time teacher before. I was always administration or athletic director and so forth. So the classroom is a brand new dynamic for me, and being in the classroom with college students has been amazing. Just a lot of fun, and just building those relationships has probably been the best part. Probably a close second is I love the hours of being a college professor. Very different than being an athletic director, as you well know.
Yeah, for sure, especially a high school athletic director. So, for those that don't know, what is your background? You came to Cornerstone last August, but for those people that don't know you, where'd you come from? What did you do? Tell us a little about your family as well.
Yeah, I'll start with where I came from. I was a high school athletic director for years. I mean, I graduated from college in 1990. Wow.
Oh, dating yourself. You're showing us how old you are.
You can do the math now, man. Oh man. But boy, I look good for
Hey, you guys were in college in 1990?
1990.
All right, I was 8. I was a whole 8 years old during that time. I think I was trying to figure out if I wanted to play coach pitch baseball or machine pitch baseball.
Machine pitch. What'd you pick?
Oh, definitely machine pitch. That was the best. That little
Coaches,
that was the best.
consistency with those coaches, probably, right?
Oh, a lot better. A lot better. Nobody wants to see me pitching out there.
So yeah, ever since college, I mean, my dad was a college athletic director and men's basketball coach. So I mean, it's kind of in my DNA to be in sport and sport management, and I was really fortunate to get a high school athletic director job right out of college, my first year, which at a small school. Absolutely loved it, and spent almost my entire career up till Cornerstone doing high school athletic directing, and just absolutely loved it. Was ready for the opportunity to take a step back and be in the classroom and kind of teach sport management as opposed to do it. And it's just been a great transition. So that's kind of my background. Family wise, we have 4 kids. My wife and I, my wife Carrie and I grew up together, so we kind of have a lot of history. We went out in middle school.
Oh boy.
She ended up dumping me because I wasn't tall enough. So I was really short. It's kind of a funny story. I was, as a freshman in high school, I was 4'11".
Wow.
And I was a basketball player, clearly point guard material. And then, God allowed me to actually grow in college. I grew 5 inches in college.
Wow.
And enjoyed a great basketball experience in college and so forth. But so we grew up together. She's the athlete of the family, though. She was a 2-time All-American and didn't play her senior year. If you can imagine that.
Huh.
And 4 kids, and just 2 are adopted. So our oldest and youngest are adopted, and just really blessed by our 4 children. And so, yeah, and I've got one that will be at Cornerstone in the fall. So excited to have him in the same context. So it should be good.
Awesome. Good stuff. Let's go to a little your sports background. So what you've seen a lot of sports over the years, athletic director, as I said, a sports fan. What is your favorite sport? If you're going to watch one sport, I know it might be hard to pick one. What is that sport?
I mean, I'm a basketball guy. I mean, I grew up son of a basketball coach, and played basketball my whole life. So it would be hard not to say basketball. I'm a little bit of a nerd. I love watching professional golf.
Huh.
And believe it or not, I love watching fishing, which is kind of a
watching fishing, not actually fish. Like, I know you love fishing, but you love watching fishing.
There's just something about, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, because my sons and I love to fish, so we're always learning. And like Jimmy Houston and some of those guys, some of the legends, just love watching those guys, and it's just crazy.
You just said fishing and legends in the same sentence, Scott. Fishing and legends. Okay.
Roland Martin, come on, man.
We're going to get away from the pond here for a minute. So let's go back to basketball.
Okay.
Golf is a good one. We should touch on golf, but basketball, college or pro? What do you like better?
Oh, I love college basketball by far. I mean, professional basketball is great. My kids love it. You know, playoff time, I get re-engaged with professional basketball. I don't watch it as much in the regular season for whatever reason. And but love college basketball, March Madness. What a bomb when we didn't have March Madness last spring. But
tough one.
Really enjoy that.
Yeah. So if you took away Michael Jordan and LeBron James, who's the greatest of all time? Not those two. You got to get rid. Those two have separated themselves. Who's the
pound for pound? Pound for pound, I'm going to say Chris Jackson.
Chris, like the point guard for the Nuggets?
Absolutely, man. Pound for pound. I mean, he was LSU, played with Shaq, Stanley Roberts.
Yeah.
And just could fill it up. And he was no more than 5'9" and could score like nobody's. So that's why I say inch for inch or pound for pound. I would take him all day long. I mean,
okay. Hey, we're gonna end the basketball conversation on Chris Jackson's eye there. Let's go to golf. So, who's your favorite golfer to watch?
Tiger Woods, off the charts.
Let's go.
Yeah, I absolutely. And I can't explain it 100%, but I'm mesmerized. And there's a lot of baggage there, and a lot of stuff we could talk about. But when he's playing, I'm in. Yep. And if he's not playing, I might be. You know, or I might watch a few holes here and there. But just the what he has done for the game of golf and has just been amazing. And the skill.
What's your favorite tournament memory of Tiger Woods? There's hundreds of them. What's your favorite one?
You would probably be able to tell me the year better. I don't always remember the years, but the chip in on number 16 at the Masters, by far, amazing.
2005. You know the guy that finished runner-up to him finished runner-up 2 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Chris DeMarco.
Yeah.
And runner-up to Mickelson in 2004 when he won his first Masters and first major.
Yeah.
And then runner-up to Tiger in 2005.
Yeah.
To be there in the last group, both Sundays, 2 years in a row, and see the other dude put on the green jacket.
Yeah.
And in dramatic fashion, too. I mean, he lost in a playoff to Tiger and lost in the last hole to Phil. So, yeah, totally.
They played extra holes on Sunday, I think, right? Didn't they? Was that 05?
I don't know if they played extra holes on Sunday. Definitely Friday and Saturday because the early part of the week got rained out. So I can't remember if Sunday was extra holes or not. They definitely went into sudden death, but I don't know if there was more holes than just 18 on Sunday.
Maybe it was Saturday because I remember Tiger teed off at whatever day it was, like at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
I think 7 or 8 holes.
Yeah, he birdied like 7, 8, 9, and then I think he hit his tee shot on 10, or maybe the second shot on 10 had to come back at 7 o'clock in the morning to finish his third round. And he had ended up birding 10, 11, and 12, and 13. I think he birdied 6 straight holes, if I remember right, in that round to go from like 5th on the leaderboard to 1st, just like that. So
beat Chris DeMarco there, right?
That was fun. So
sure.
Tiger Woods, best player. How about favorite player to watch? How about with a new guy? Who's a new young gun that you like in golf?
Oh man, I like Jordan Spieth. I mean, he just seems like to me, and I don't follow him like crazy, but just seems like a class act, which I really like and appreciate. Maybe Jordan Spieth, not Bryson.
He is not well liked right now across the tour. So.
I'll tell you, that guy, I don't know what the deal is with him, but he needs to settle down a little bit. But kind of an interesting cat.
I would agree with you on Jordan Spieth. I also like JT, Justin Thomas. Give me some JT. So fun to watch. So All right, let's transition to kind of a last segment here. We're in this thing together. We have been since March.
Yeah.
What kind of message could you send the students, the student athletes, the Cornerstone community of like just hang in there for a little bit longer? We're gonna get through this together.
Yeah, well, you probably captured it. I mean, there's no question. I remember even last year in my first semester was a blur, but being in the classroom and that transition, face to face, no question, we all want to be face to face, and the benefit. I think one of the huge assets of Cornerstone is just the relationship piece, coaches, professors, faculty, staff. I mean, to be able to have those relationships, I think, is what really sets Cornerstone apart from a lot of the other schools in kind of the same world. So the spring was a challenge. I mean, when we went to virtual or remote, however you want to say it, man, oh man, that was a big adjustment. And but I think we found ways. I mean, it certainly was different, but I think you have to also kind of embrace the challenge and just say, hey, we're not going to necessarily change what's happened or what's, as we talked before we started recording. I mean, there's challenges all around us, but I think we have to kind of embrace that and say, all right, we got two choices. We can sit here and complain and feel bad for ourselves, or we got to look for ways to be creative, innovative, and adapt, and have some agility through a big challenge. I mean, there's no question. It's been interesting to watch businesses that have really worked to be adaptable and innovative, and some have not. I mean, some really big names have gone down, and people have found ways to, I think, survive through this. Lord willing, we're not going to be doing it much longer, but just have to find a way to get it done and to do it well, and to bring value to what we're doing as a university.
For sure, definitely. Well, I wanted to say thank you for joining for me for this. This has been good. I think we should do this more often. I think we should maybe set this like a weekly Zoom and record it and just put it out there. We should do like our own little podcast, like
Absolutely.
Video podcast. I think that'd be great. Some of your students have done that. So I think
they have.
Athletic director to athletic director, young to old.
Wait, which one? Oh, man.
Yep. Hey, you're the one with the full head of hair.
Hey, check out Cliff Young. You Google him. And 61-year-old guy, greatest story I've ever read. Well, the greatest story I've read all summer. Cliff Young, Australian. Check it out.
What sport? Is he an athlete?
He was a runner.
Runner.
Ultra, 540 some odd mile race. And I'll give you a teaser. He ran it in work boots and overalls.
Wow.
Cool story.
All right. So for one thing from our conversation, Cliff Young.
Cliff Young. There you go. Legend.
Thanks, Scott, for joining me.
All right. You bet. Thanks, Aaron.